Now that we have our moogle throw ability, we're going to do our first round of backtracking to pick up a few things. There's still some areas that are going to be out of reach right now, and quests that require you to bounce around. So we will still have to come back later for some of these, but at this point, New Bhodum 3AF can be absolutely 100% cleared. Just hop on your chocobo and run back to this little oceanside platform on the east side, and there is a Graviton Core Alpha just hovering here that you can grab, and once you've grabbed that, you'll be on your way. The Bresha Ruins has one quest we can complete now, and there's also a wild gate that eats a wild artifact that we can open, but for now we'll leave it closed. So we're going to start out by grabbing this chest with Mog. It contains the key to the door in the cell room we were locked, and it opens up the final sewer area. All we have to do is talk to Morris, the guard who imprisoned us here, and he'll give us the quest to find the army comms device that is a duplicate of his that's causing interference. Easy enough. Head back into the cell, unlock the door with the key we just acquired, and in the corner of this sewer platform, there's a revealable chest that contains the comms device we're looking for. This is the wild artifact gate at the moment. I'm gonna leave it alone, but both corners of this sewer have pretty decent little item drops. Get the unicorn horn here, and the butterfly bow. These are both decent items, I guess. Weapons, you should choose a weapon that has an ability that you like, because like 20 strength points up or down isn't really a big difference when you compare it to how many points you get out of your Crystarium. So feel free to use something you like. The damage should be nominally different. Now that we've solved his problem, we're gonna head into the Yaschaf Massif 10, and there's one quest we can get. While you're here again, you can pick up two different quest items, both kinda in the northeast of this area, and on top of that cliff there's square boxes that you'll need for the Yaschaf 1X AF timeline. But we will throw Mog over at the statue head, grab this quest item, fragment item, and then we'll go over here to Cole. Cole claims to be a relic hunter, retro computer guy, and he wants you to find a computer part that's lost somewhere. It's lost in the other version of Yaschaf Massif. An easy pickup. Luckily it kind of tells you with the picture where you're going to find it. So if you ever get lost, you can use that as a reference on where you need to go. We're going to head over to 1X Yaschaf, and on the way, we're going to pick up some quest items that have appeared. Right under the stairway here, there's the ivory crystal. And just up the path, we'll get our next crystal that we reveal. I would go and get the third one right now. It's in one of the ravines where the spotlights were, the Padra Canyon, whatever it's called. But I'll explain that later. You can throw Mog up here to get a little bit of monster materials if you want. But now for our quest item, it is this treasure box behind these crates. So aim Mog up for your Hail Mary throw, and hopefully he's close enough. If he hits a treasure zone, he'll stop. There's like a hitbox around it. Otherwise, he will bounce and continue on. So we'll turn the old battery into coal. He'll explain to us that he's actually a time traveler who was reincarnated here and met a wife and has kids and is living a happy life, I guess. A little bit of flavor text for him. Next, we're going to jump into Oerba 200 AF, and we're going to get the wild artifact that was off-screen last time. We take our chocobo over here to the outlook behind the big gnarled tree and throw Mog at the artifact. He will pick it up. Now, down on the roof where we fought Caius, you can look down into this little hut, and there's another treasure chest that needs to be thrown to obtain. And like I said, if you're a little short, Mog will bounce into it, but the treasure boxes have a pretty wide hit area that will attract Mog to it, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Now, something that occurred in my game here is when I went into the Yaschaf 1X fixed timeline state, none of the NPCs that have quests appeared. They were all missing. Like, these girls down here talking about dogs and cats, and if you run up top, there's more people talking about dogs and cats. It's very confusing, but apparently what happens is there's either some sort of bug where this guy right here, he should be having a quest, but he doesn't. And this guy in the corner also should have a quest, but he doesn't. So they said sometimes riding your chocobo in can offset the rendering, but in order to fix this, you can either walk all the way across the map and back and pray they've respawned. That didn't work for me, so what I had to do was a little bit later when you unlock Serendipity, you will be able to get the crystal that allows you to close the gate. Once you get the ability to close the gate from Serendipity, you can redo everything. There's really no fights or anything, you just skip a couple cutscenes, talk to Hope, and then the cutscenes respawn for me with no problem. Anyways, and this was our first backtracking adventure.